Good Sunday morning, May 28th. We are dry. Yeah. With no rain in the forecast for the next 10 days. Mid to upper 80s. Could hit 90 later, next week. It's the day before Memorial Day. I got the back door open. I'm going to pull that out, the tractor and the planter. I'm trying to find the ambition to wash. I had Scotty here yesterday. We went through the pressure washer again because yesterday I washed the 5115 and the rock picker off and unhooked the rock picker so that I could just have that on there for when I want to get the bucket back on, but I got to keep the forks on for now for when they come and get all the big pro boxes that are piled up down here. The Pioneer guy actually took his too. But there's still 2, 4, 6, 8 of them down there. I gotta get the fertilizer wagon washed up so I can get the 6420 on the Hardy sprayer, because I think about another week I'll be starting to spray. Boy, that scares the shit out of me too with no rain in the forecast, because not only obviously we use a contact spray being Roundup, but I have a residual that really could use rain to actually work. I've seen a couple different guys, and I know quite a few, that still do some pre-emerge, out putting pre-emerge on both corn and beans. Might be an exercise in futility this year with Mother Nature not cooperating, but it is what it is. I don't want to wash things. It just sucks, but it needs to be done. I want to get that washed so I can get all the row units off, send them in to be gone through, whatnot. I'll probably give that just a quick rinse so I can put that away. I gotta get the drill cleaned and color packer. I may not do the color packer. Planting stuff, yes. I told Barb, I don't think I'm going to wash tillage equipment this year. Did you hear that, Jeff? Yes. I'm getting tired of washing things. So, and the tillage equipment, the field cultivator usually sits inside back here. Yeah, it's got some grass and some dirt, wrapped around the bottom of the shanks and stuff. But as dry as we were, really not any mud or anything on any of this stuff. So it's pretty clean. The high-speed disc sits down there. That's pretty clean. I will wash the tractor off a little. I got a code going on in that tractor saying that the ILS front end needs calibrating, the independent link suspension. A lot of times when you get those and the exclamation points and you turn tractor off, turn it back on, they go away. This one's not going away. So I was just on the phone with Colin. They're still busy putting crops in. He's the one that left the John Deere dealership a few years ago and went back to his dad's farm and still does work on the side. You've seen him here a year or two ago doing some work for me. But he says it's something that he probably can talk me through using the, going through. It's not something he has to hook a computer up to. I can do it on the display. And obviously it's not, sagged down or anything, because those, you wouldn't see the shiny part of those cylinders. So I don't know. Like he said, sometimes voltage can screw up and throw codes. Just, the modern technology shit. Chisel plow, I might give a quick rinse in a few spots, but I'm not going to get super technical about it and wash the whole thing. They're machines that are designed to work in the dirt. That and that and that will get parked under the corn crib anyhow for the winter. And I told Barb, I think we're going to put them under there now when we get done, rather than wait until fall. This I did give a quick rinse too. Got all this shit that was built up here, dusty dirt and corn stalks and whatnot. Got the tongue washed up from the oil that was on it from the New Holland tractor having its issue with that one outlet. So But, and a lot of times we park the tractor and cart under there when we're like here on the home farm in the fall. But we got a tarp on that. So I told her, rather than hook and unhook and hook and unhook things, let's just put those two pieces under the corn crib. And in the fall, when we're leaving that and the tractor's sitting in a field, we put the auger up so, you know, if it rains, rain can't get down inside the auger, and shut the tarp. And generally we don't leave it loaded overnight anyhow. So that's today's project. The New Holland tractor is going back. No, we're not buying it. 1, didn't like the price. 2, when Barb got back in that, she just liked it better. When I get over there, I'll show you some of what I'm talking about. But like here on the Deere, here's your loader control. Here's your throttle back here, you know. It's the loader control on the New Holland is hooked to the seat. So it's just between that, the high-low, and where the throttle is. It's very, I don't know, bulky. You gotta like put your arm down between 2 levers to get to the throttle. I don't know. And like I think I've said in the video before, she thinks that one, she hit her head on the ceiling a few times, or the roof, and she didn't in this one. That's probably seat, I don't know. But beans, I was kind of hoping I could start seeing beans come up, because it's been 10 days now since we started right here in the home farm. Haven't seen any yet, but I did try to put them in a hair deeper, just because of the fact that we are getting very dry and not much rain in the forecast. We're going to end the month of May with just over 1 inch. So, and like I said, 10-day forecast shows nothing. I'm going to go wash. It's so exciting. All right, about an hour and a half, hour and 20 minutes later, tractor and planter. I got to get the duals off because the water just hangs in there. Yes, that's rust, folks. So, but they're not wore out as far as how many inches they are to replace, so rust doesn't. I am going to replace the seed chains next year. So I'm not going to bother to lubricate them. You can see the lubrication's hard to get up from where I lube these chains. They seem to be still in good shape, so not gonna do those, replace those. It sucks because when you get all done and you walk around and things start to dry, it's like you're like, damn it, there's dirt spots. But I used all cold water because I'm not saying that's the issue, but when we used hot water the other day, that's when we started having issues with the pump. Doesn't make sense, I know, so don't start, you know, trying to school me on it. You know, but I mean, I didn't really need hot water. So is there some like dirt stains type things? Yes, but it's a hell of a lot cleaner than what it was an hour and a half ago. So whee, I'm not a hell of a lot cleaner than I was an hour and a half ago, but the planter is. So now it just needs to dry off some so I can grease it before I put it away, because I always grease shit after I wash it. Yeah, like that frame bolt down there. I should have got down on my knees and got a little of the dirt that's on that frame bolt. They sit so low, some of the fields you go in and out of, they tend to drag. Same with this dual. The water just sits in there. I might just pull this forward. Barb's at church. I might just drop the duals right there and just pick them up later. Just put a block under it, let them fall off, put them away later or something. That way, because this is a lot easier to get in and out of where it's going to sit for the winter without the duals on. But I got to take it over, like I said, grease it. I'm going to take the boxes off because I'm going to have them gone through the metering units. So I still got it's about 11:30. It's getting warm. I still got to do the wagon, which I think I'm gonna do. And then I might not do any more today, because I might just spend the next 2, 3, 4 mornings when it's a little bit cooler washing up equipment. Because like I said, I doubt we'll be spraying for another week, and hopefully Mother Nature decides to give us a little rain too in the next week or so. Alright, so far I managed to get one dual off, or well, this is the second one. I got the other one off and put away by myself without destroying anything or killing myself. So we'll see if I can go 2 for 2. I will be putting you down as I get to the door to try and get it in, because then I have to get off, I have to lower it down, I have to get off, manhandle it back up enough to be able to unhook the chain and roll it into its spot. So you're not going to be with me for that. I just figured I'd give it a whirl. Normally Barb and I both do this, but she holds it up when I get in here. But I managed to get the first one in. It's in there. Alright, shutting you down. Well, that's back over here. I gotta go get the tractor and planter now. The duals are successfully put away. The second one kicked my ass a little. I almost lost it all the way to the ground, but thank God I caught it and had enough old man ass to hold it up to get the chain off. With those extensions for 30-inch rows, them suckers are heavy. So I'm gonna bring the planter over. I'm probably just gonna unfold it, set it here in front of the shop for now, because I want to wash the wagon up while I got the pressure washer out and whatnot. So okay. Plus, I forgot I not only have to unfold it and get the seed boxes off, I got to wire brush off all the augers, clean the bearings, put this all back together. So, yeah, forgot about that. But, I mean, that's not a horrible thing, but it's another hour's worth of getting the planter ready for storage. And like I said, I got to go through and grease it. So it's a lot cleaner than it was. Like I said, it pisses you off when you look at it and see dirt that, you know, a little bit on the rims. Yeah, I mean, you know, it ain't gonna hurt. I got some gauge wheels that in another year might need addressing, a few of them. Most of them are still in good shape. I have a spare one on the shelf anyhow. I think I have one spare one of those and 2 spare closing wheels up there. Alright, I'm gonna go eat my lunch before I do anything else. Alright, so you say, well, Andy, why do you have a hydraulic end in your hand that goes into the tractor and an end that looks pretty mashed? Well, because I fucked up, that's why. And as I've stated before, I think in the last video too, you get to see the good, the bad, and the ugly. So the farmers that don't show you any of the bad or the ugly, well, God bless them for being perfect. But so the hoses were draped over like this, but down farther. I thought nothing of it, pulled it out of the shed to bring it over here to wash, and this hose got down in there, and lo and behold, pinch point. So as I was turning to come into the driveway here, it smashed the shit out of the end of it and tore it off. Okay, the good part about it is I have plenty of slack, you know, plenty of slack. So this hose is in good shape other than the end that I ruined. Of course, it's like 2 o'clock Sunday afternoon. Tomorrow's Memorial Day, so we'll be getting this fixed Tuesday. I mean, I'm sure there's some dealerships that are, you know, have their emergency hours tomorrow that you can call and somebody will come in, but this ain't an emergency. But I brought wrenches over, take it apart, so I can go have it shortened and have a new end put on it. That one's all on me, because I just didn't pay attention. It wasn't hooked to the tractor like it normally would be, and when I store it, for the winter. I wrap it 2 or 3 times around the steps so that, you know, there's no slack. But yeah, I fucked up in plain English. So luckily it's not going to cost me much other than the time. And basically this thing is washed other than what I like to do, and I'm going to put it away and pull it back out. You know, you see I got it all good and clean and everything. But I know there's still a little bit of, you can hear it in there, fertilizer. So I like to run it backwards, stick the wand up in there and blow water so that it'll force out whatever fertilizer it can a little bit, and then fall out the hole that's open on the bottom. So just stupid, you know. I've had enough for today. I'm not washing anything more. I'm getting this hose off, and I'm calling it a day, and I'm going to the house. Barb and Chelsea went to some family function on her side of the family. So next 2 or 3 days, we'll finish washing things. All right, I'm sitting in the blue tractor. Here's your one more thing, because I almost forgot. Barb hated these cup holders because they're just too shallow. And it's the only cup holders in the thing. But here's what I was talking about, so I wanted to make sure I told you. This is a high-low lever. Low range is on the bottom, high range is on the top. And you got you can see the rabbit and the turtle that you're shifting up and down. So here's your loader controls, which is hooked to the seat. Well, there's your throttle. So do you reach over like this to run your throttle? I mean, I literally had to lean forward in the seat. Do you reach down through here to run your throttle? When this is in low range and the seat's in a certain position, like actually right now, when you go to move your bucket control to, I think this way was dump, you hit the high-low. So you got to actually put it in high range or neutral to be able to dump your bucket. That depends on where the seat is. Like I said, Barb's short, so right now the seat's farther forward than what I would use it. But I'm not even sure if it was, well, yeah, probably if it was back a couple inches, it'd be different. But you're still going to be reaching around or over or through to get to your throttle. Now, if the throttle was back here somewhere, where this handrail is, that I have no idea what it's for, and I'm not trashing New Holland. We liked the tractor. It's not worth, I'm not that kid in Wisconsin that tells you prices. You all know that. So it's not worth what they wanted to trade for, in our opinion. So, but some of you might think or say, well, that's just a stupid thing, you know, where the throttle is, to base part of your thing on that. No, not really, because I literally have to lean forward to either go over it or between it. I mean, it's just dumb having a loader control here. Put the loader control here and bend the, you know, thing back a little, like on our other one, because right now that would be comfortable for me. If this, let me put the steering down. Seat's not where I want it, but if the steering's right here, loader control right here, that'd be comfortable. I don't know, the throttle just seems too far away and in too much of a dumb spot to get to. But so that's your one more thing. That was one thing that really annoyed Barb. So, and being the fact that she would drive this tractor a lot, happy wife, happy life. So yeah, there's your one more thing that I happened to remember as I was going to the house. Oh, and those steps are so steep. But, and like I said, I wasn't impressed with the price. So, I mean, I realize in the Biden economy, everything is, I don't know if I said this in another video, but these drain tubes here that go down to these overflow containers, that had to be drained twice because it was overflowing. There's something, and I think it's in this one, that outlet is just shot. I mean, I don't know if there's O-rings in there like it is with John Deere, but there's something wrong with that outlet. That's why the back of the tractor had oil all over it. The front of the rock picker had oil all over it. But I mean, it's not a, you know, it's a nice tractor, don't get me wrong, but it's hard when you're given 20 hours to demo it. And generally they only give you 10. Because I never did change the bucket to see if how it lifted things with the forks, if my forks would even go on it. I don't know. So, but there's your one more thing. I'm calling this a video. I think I got 2 or 3 ahead now, so I may not film anything for a while. You may not see anything until a week from now when I jump in a sprayer and start filming again or something. Because I get sick of carrying this thing around, to be honest with you.